I cannot believe how much My Hero Ultra Impact is cooking lately. It's absolutely insane. So if you don't already know, tomorrow we are getting 10 million download characters. We are getting a new Deku and a new Bakugo, and along with that we are getting a bunch of login bonuses. So I'm going to go through all the login bonuses, when they start, when they end, and the rewards you can expect. So the first one is coming out today. Technically it's already out, Tuesday March 11th, and it's going to run until Monday March 31st. And if you log in for 7 days during this time period, on day 1 you will get a recruit ticket, on day 2 you'll get 50 stamina, on day 3 you'll get a top hero device, day 4 you'll get 2 recruit tickets, day 5 you'll get 50 stamina, day 6 you'll get a super gadget ×1, and day 7 you will get 100 free hero gems. But that's not it, we got a lot more login bonuses coming. Then we have the 10 million downloads celebration weekend login bonus. So on day 1 you will get 1 recruit ticket, day 2 you'll get 50 hero gems, and day 3 you will get 100 hero gems. That's 150 hero gems on the weekend just for logging in, and this is every weekend starting this upcoming weekend, March 13th through April 13th. Every weekend you are getting 150 hero gems. This might be one of the best times to start playing My Hero Ultra Impact with how many free hero gems they're about to give you. Also, they're giving you a free recruit ticket, 10 recruit tickets. You can now do a multi on banners as well, so that recruit ticket is also worth quite a bit in and of itself. Like, this is amazingly good, guys, in my opinion. And then beyond that, another 10 million download celebration, the welcome back login bonus. Okay, so this one is specifically though for players who have not logged in for over 30 days. It will not apply to players, okay, who have already been logged in, and keep that in mind. But if you haven't logged in for 30 days and you are thinking about coming back to the game, now is the time to do it. So day 1, 50 hero gems, day 2, 200 stamina, day 3, 100 hero gems, day 4, 200 stamina, day 5, another 150 hero gems, day 6, 300 stamina, and day 7, another 200 hero gems. They are just giving out so many hero gems. That's absolutely crazy. That's over a multi's worth of hero gems for returning players. So returning players, it looks very good for you right now. Like, this is the time. If you're a returning player, new player, like, play My Hero Ultra Impact. If you watch my channel for Jujutsu Kaisen or whatever other content, right? Like, if you don't play this game, I recommend trying it out. Now's a good time. We have been a little bit lacking in the content department for the past year, but I'm hoping that changes with the JP anniversary. So far, everything they're doing looks like a step in the right direction, but we'll have to see how it continues. Then we have the White Day login bonus. So this starts on March 13th and it goes through March 25th. On day 1, you will get 20 hero gems. Day 2, 50 stamina. Day 3, 200,000 coins. Day 4, 100 stamina. Day 5, a recruit ticket. Day 6, 100 more stamina, and day 7, 50 hero gems. All very, very good login bonuses. So that's for everybody, right? I do have to go over these as well, though. We have some packs for light spenders, people, whales, you know, anyone who's going to spend in the game, basically, besides free to play. So just want to point these out and talk about these a little bit. So the White Day recruit, you will get a White Day ticket. I don't really think the characters on the White Day banner are super worth it, and you don't get to choose specifically which character you get off the White Day banner, so I don't necessarily recommend buying this particular pack. For other packs with like limited holiday characters, I think it's a little bit more worth it, but in this particular case, I would probably actually not buy this pack. My recommendation, at least, do what you want. It's only male high school students, but it is general pool units. I don't think it's super crazy. Then we have the 10 million download celebration special packs. It doesn't actually give us a price yet, but I'm sure we could go in the game and see it. I typically some of these are worth it. Okay, like the ones with the 3 orbs, 1600 hero gems, 3 orbs, all the level up items that you need for a character, usually $79.99. It's kind of somewhat worth it. You get 3 multis, you get to get a character instantly finished for their basic ability route, meaning they are leveled up all the way, and then you also get to do their advanced leveling instantly. So it's really not a bad deal. This is one of the better packs. It is a little bit more costly, but it's not terrible. These packs in the past year that they've come out with are actually generally pretty good, and they don't switch it up too much between celebrations nowadays. So you know, I kind of recommend some of these packs. They're not terrible. Then we have another 10 million celebrations pack. Same thing. It's pretty much the exact same thing, except for this one, you get UR limit breaker fragments for your memories. So this is kind of nice. If I was to choose out of the two, like advanced level items or UR memories, it's hard to say, you know. Go for the one that you need more. Do you need to level up a memory, or do you need to level up a character's advanced ability board, right? And then we have more 10 million celebration special gem sets on sale. So these are just gems. So probably like this is like 270, 130 gems, anywhere between like 299 to 699. Like this is the light spender's friend right here, right? Hopefully these will be fairly decent. If they do something crazy, and like normally this is like 80 bucks for 2,000, if they do something crazy and make it like 50, everybody would be spending. It'd be absolutely freaking insane. It says special deal on hero gems limited to 1 per person. So maybe it'll be insane. Is the 10 million download celebration? We'll have to see. We will have to see. I'm so happy about this though. 10 million downloads, absolutely crazy. We are also getting some new backgrounds. This is background number 1 and background number 2. Now, whether these actually end up as things you can earn through missions or the gift box or whatnot has not yet been confirmed. It might just be added to the assets. I really don't know. We should hopefully be getting these backgrounds though. I imagine this one's the White Day background. That seems pretty obvious, but this one I'm a little bit unsure about, so we'll have to see what ends up happening in the game. And then we have all these gift box items. Oh, right there. There's the White Day background. I guess I didn't look at that yet. White Day background 3. So there's your White Day 1. Hero gems distributed on 311 for a battle with the Redestro climax battle. So 50 hero gems for everybody there. You get some different level up items for your basic ability board and some stamina here in the next few days. So just make sure you're logging in for those. Drop rate up campaigns are what I really care about though. So we're looking for level up quest, and we want to see if not level up quest, main quest level up, whatever you want to call it. We want to see if it's 5 times drop rates, which it is. So coming up on the 15th through the 16th, we're going to have times 5 drop rates, which is really good. And then the 17th through the 21st, we're going to only have times 2. But then we go back to times 5. That's kind of weird. Then we go back to times 5 on the 22nd through the 23rd, times 5 drop rates. Why are these so important to take advantage of? It is because these are what allow you to work on your basic ability boards to level your characters up to make them as strong as possible. So you want to make sure whenever you have times 5 rates, you are fully taking advantage of it, because times 2 is nice, but it's not that great in comparison to times 5. And then we also have all of these events coming. So this one's already out, right? But then we are about to get a new Monoma event this weekend with the new character Monoma. Not only are we getting a new Deku and Bakugo, we're also getting a new Monoma. And then we have Club Festival coming up on the 17th. Mind and Strength characters are the ones you want to focus on. For this Club Festival, you will also be getting a new UR memory. And then we have the All Might Climax battle rerunning from the 28th until the 7th of next month. So this one's more towards the end of the month, but some really good events to look forward to. All Might Climax battle is relatively newer. Club Festival, some of the best content in the game. And we always love an event because that's more hero gems, meaning more summons for the free to play and light spending players. And then you have all of your latest gachas. So this one right now with Mount Lady just came out. Mount Lady is actually really good. Hopefully they patched her. I haven't checked since they did the update if they actually patched her so she doesn't turn into evil Mount Lady anymore, but we'll have to see. And then this banner is out right now as well. Wouldn't really recommend the White Day Select Recruits, either of them generally, but we'll go through banner by banner and take a look at all these. And then we have the Step Up banner for Deku and Bakugo. Yes, they are going to be Step Up characters. They are going to be limited characters. They hopefully will be very good. I haven't actually taken a look at their kits yet because I am going to react to them with you guys together in this video. Same thing with Monoma. And then after all that, we get some Heroes Impact Fest rerun banners where pity is reduced from 300 to 200, which is nice. And it's a drop rate of times 1.5. Only thing that could make this better and make it cook a little bit harder would be like if these were step ups, like that'd be absolutely crazy. But with that said, we're going to start by taking a look at the Club Festival memory. Then we'll get into these banners and we'll take a look at all the stuff on the banners. So the new Club Festival memory is called Key to the Strategy. And here's the art. We'll take a look at the art first. The art team always freaking killing it for My Hero Ultra Impact, I swear. Increases characters' max HP by 40%. One character has parry. That's new, right? Regenerates HP of all allies by 10% for 3 turns, up to 1 time. When character gets knocked out, decreases plus ultra gauge charge rate of all opponents by 30% for 3 turns. Only available in Arena and Club Festival. So maybe I could potentially see this coming into play one of the days in Club Festival. We'll have to see if it becomes necessary, but you should be able to get this from the lottery exchange in Club Festival, I imagine. So it seems like it's not going to be a terrible memory for a free-to-play memory, but we'll just have to see how it ends up working out. It's clearly meant specifically for Club Festival, so I don't know how useful it's going to be outside of that. Okay, now into the banners. So the 100 million copies published worldwide is going, and the 10 million download celebration, it's both technically, is going to feature this new Bakugo, this new Deku. I honestly kind of like Bakugo's design more, but let me know which of the two you like more out of them. And it is going to be 5 steps. So step 1, you're going to get a half off recruit with an SR or higher guaranteed. Step 2, you're going to have a UR drop rate of 1.5 times, so a higher increased drop rate chance to get the UR you want. 1 SR or higher character guaranteed. Once again, you get memory limit breaker fragments for step 1. You get stars for step 2. Step 3, 1 UR memory guaranteed, which is kind of nice, except for this memory has already been featured on the All Might banner, so it's kind of meh in my opinion. And then with the summon, you can acquire 10 characters or memories. You get the 10 limit breaker fragments as well. So by doing like 1 step of this banner, you almost are fully able to limit break 1 UR memory, which is nice. Step 4 is a half off recruit again, where you're able to get 50 pieces for Deku. And then step 5 is a guaranteed UR character with increased rates, and you get pieces for Bakugo. So step up banners always, in my opinion, nowadays are the best banners in the game. When they originally came out, I was a little bit iffy, to be completely honest, but I think they are the best banners in the game, much better than Impact Fest banners. So I definitely should be somebody on this banner. Once again, comes out tomorrow on the 12th and runs until the 2nd of next month, which is crazy how fast this is coming. Then we have the White Day Select Recruit, which is going to be coming out on the 13th, so 2 days from now. Will run until the 27th. Once again, nobody should be summoning on this banner. It's basically just a bunch of general pool units. 200 pity, which is nice. It is reduced. There are some good characters in here, but the likelihood of you actually getting the character you want is kind of low. So full 100% Deku should be like number 1. Monoma also should be up there as one of your number 1 picks. I would also say that purple Tokoyami is decent. This green Todoroki is decent. Red Bakugo is decent. And I think that's probably about everyone that I would say like nowadays is still able to compete within like the most meta of characters. And I'm not even saying they're the best. They can just compete. A lot of these other characters, like people are going to say like Gear Shift Deku, Vigilante Deku, like they're not that good, guys. I promise you, they're actually not great. I wish Gear Shift was better, but unfortunately he is not. So just in general, advice is don't pull on this banner, but if you do, those are the characters you want to go for. And then we have the head-to-head copy versus brainwashing recruit with Monoma. This one comes out this weekend on the 15th and runs until the 1st of next month, where you are able to get Monoma, this new SR memory and this new UR memory. There's also an event memory coming out alongside this banner, so we'll go over all those here in a minute as well. Normal pity, of course, for this particular banner. And then we have the Impact Fest banners. We have both the first round and the second round for the fantasy characters. So in the first round banner, pity is reduced once again. You can get Deku, you can get Ida, or you can get Kirishima. In the second round banner, you can get Todoroki, you can get Kaminari, you can get Jiro, or you can get Aizawa. The banners are kind of evenly split in terms of like useful characters. So these 2 characters still pretty useful, Aizawa and Jiro. And if we look at this banner, I would say, well, actually, I can't say any of these characters are as useful as the other banner. Second banner is the better banner to pull on, but you have a smaller pool here, so it's a little bit easier to get these characters. Out of these characters, like they all have their uses. Deku's still good as a sub-slot unit for not dying if you need someone to potentially save your team in PvP. Ida's still okay as a tank and with his evasion, and Kirishima, given the right memory and the right team setup, can be useful as a tank. It's a little bit harder to run him more than anyone, so I'd say these 2 are kind of the better options here. But really, this is the second banner is the better banner because you have Aizawa and Jiro, and even Todoroki is still decent, but like having 4 characters in the pool, more memories in the pool, makes it a little bit harder to get the exact character you want out of it. So just keep that in mind if you are thinking about somebody on these banners. But in general, I would probably go for the 10 million banner first out of any of these banners, and then maybe the Monoma banner, in my opinion, because I need Monoma needs a new character. But for people that don't have Impact Fest characters or who are missing the fantasy characters, skip the Monoma banner because he's a general pool unit, and summon on this banner after you summon on the 10 million banner. That's going to be better for you guys. Okay, now with that said, into the memories for Monoma's banner. So this is the event memory that comes out alongside it. Prevent recapture. I believe this is the one. I don't think this... Yeah, this is new, right? It's not the one that was out before with Mount Lady. It's tricky. I forget because Mount Lady just came out, and this totally could have been a memory for her, but I'm pretty sure it's new. I'm like 90% sure. So prevent recapture. After character receives 5 attacks from UA high class 1B, characters ignores target and seal skills of a random opponent for 1 turn up to 2 times. Yeah, it's definitely new. I've never seen this skill on a SR memory, so that's actually pretty interesting. That could be really good if you're taking on 1B students, but I mean, how often are you going to be doing that? And then increases characters' defense by 20% and skill impact by 20%. Like, that's actually an insanely good skill, but how often are you going to be able to receive 5 attacks from class 1B characters and then seal a random opponent? Like, I don't feel like it's going to happen all too often, but it's a really cool idea. I think if we somehow, some way in the future have to take on 1B characters, it could be really good. And then we have the new summonable SR memory Heroic Business Course. So here is the art for that as well. Oh, them recording Gentle Criminal, love that. That's sick. It increases character's max HP by 30% when equipped by a hero. Gives character the ability to use Sharp Eye, chance of evading 30% for 3 turns up to 1 time. Every 4 turns, increases the plus ultra gauge of a single ally with the lowest current HP by 60% up to 1 time. Interesting. Only place I really see this being potentially maybe useful is like VE Tower, when they bring back the rankings for a certain stage, like maybe because of that plus ultra gauge up. But other than that, I don't think like the Sharp Eye or the max HP are going to be super useful. Maybe the Sharp Eye in like Club Festival if you really have nothing else, but memory wise, I don't think it's going to be a super crazy SR memory that people are going to use all the time. So art is really good. Usefulness not the craziest. Then we have the new UR memory. Every role matters. And there we go. We have Monoma, Aizawa, and Vlad all standing there together. Decreases skill impact of all opponents by 20% for 4 turns when equipped by a UA high class 1B character up to 1 time. Increases character's defense by 30% if there are any pro heroes on the team. And reduces character's cooldown time by 1 after temporary buffs of an opponent are cancelled 3 times up to 5 times. So action skill cooldown time memory that also gives defense and lowers the damage that enemies do. I don't think it's terrible. I don't think it's super great. It could be good for Club Festival. I don't think it'll be good for PvP. That's my opinion of it right now, looking at it. And then we'll take a look at Monoma, and then we'll take a look at the Deku and Bakugo. Even though Deku and Bakugo technically come out before Monoma, we just went over all the stuff that was on Monoma's banner, so just to keep it simple, we'll take a look at Monoma first. So there is the art for Monoma. Honestly, the Awakened art, looking kind of crazy. Like, I like both arts. I'm not gonna lie. I love this version of Monoma. I'm really happy that they're bringing it to the game. Like, but this right here, that looks sick, right? Okay, so his plus ultra move, Thief Magic, increases this skill's skill impact by 50% if there are any opponents affected by skill sealed. Deals 500% damage to all opponents. It's an AoE, with a low chance of sealing their skills for 2 turns, and decreases their skill impact by 30% for 3 turns. And he has Bullseye. Okay, kind of cooking so far. How's the rest of it gonna look though? No attack skills? Okay, that's crazy. Action skill 1, copy Warp Gate. I also have to point out, kind of crazy that we're getting Monoma who can do Warp Gate before we even get a UR Kurogiri in the game who can do Warp Gate. Just want to point that out. But okay, copy Warp Gate. Cancels 2 temporary buffs of all opponents, cancels all their temporary status element nullification effects, and decreases their power by 30% for 3 turns. That can be really good. Canceling status element nullification can be actually insanely good when taking on healer teams. Healer teams are still definitely a thing, so that could be really good. And then canceling buffs is going to be nice as well because it can lower their damage, and then you're decreasing their power. So basically, you're just removing buffs from the enemy team so they can't heal anymore and they can't do damage. Like, that's not a terrible skill. 6 turn cooldown though, so I hope he has more cooldowns other than the memory we just read. Action skill 2, Copy Erasure, cancels 3 temporary buffs of a single opponent with a low chance, 20%, of sealing their skills for 3 turns. A 3-turn skill seal though, that's not bad. It is only a single opponent. If it's multiple opponents, it would look better though, because then you would have a higher chance of actually sealing somebody. And decreases their defense by 20% for 3 turns. Decreases a single opponent's plus ultra gauge by 20% when used in a second or later successfully executed skill chain. So technical hit is nice. Only available in Arena and Club Festival. So does that mean, like, which part of this is only available in Arena and Club Festival? Does that mean the rest of the kit is just useless elsewhere? I don't understand that part for sure, but it looks interesting. I'm a little bit nervous. So far, I'm not sold on the character. I like the plus ultra. I'm not sold on these other 2 skills, especially the fact that they're not attack skills at all. kind of crazy, and 6 turn, 5 turn cooldowns. The auto skills better be crazy. So working in the shadows, give a single ally with the lowest current HP the ability to hide for 1 turn every 1 turn. This buff cannot be cancelled or blocked and does not affect guest, and increases their defense by 20% for 1 turn. Once again, can't be cancelled or blocked. Every 3 turns gives a single ally with the lowest current HP the ability to evade 1 time, up to 4 times, okay? And then his second auto skill, Unbreakable Heart, increases character status element hit rate every 4 turns up to 3 times. Okay, so there's where that's better. So that means the skill seal is more likely to hit the further in battle you get. I kind of hate that you have to wait that long for it to actually start being good though. And then decreases the skill impact of opponents by 20% if there are any pro heroes on the team. Decreases characters cooldown time by 1 when there are 2 or more pro heroes on the team. That's good. So that becomes a 4 turn cooldown and a 5 turn cooldown. That's a little bit better. And then increases plus ultra gauge allies of all allies by 30% when there are 2 or more pro heroes on the team up to 1 time. That could actually be good too. Okay, I'm seeing the vision a little bit. So the idea is you use your skill 1, you get rid of all their status element nullification effects mainly, and then if you have a higher chance to seal them because you've used it enough times or you've gone through, increases character status element hit rate every 4 turns up to 3 times. It's 4 turns though, it takes a lot. But if you have the increased skill seal rate, then you're more likely to land it, and eventually you're going to have like a really high chance to land that, and it can be super useful. So I don't know how good it's gonna be. This skill better just freaking go crazy, and better be like a multi-hit AoE skill to make up for the fact that these 2 do no damage. If it's a multi-hit AoE plus ultra, that makes it better. I wish it told us that, but it doesn't, so we'll have to see when we get him in game. Overall though, I don't know about his kit. I feel like in a way he might be a skip. I could be wrong, but we'll have to see when we get him in the game. Right now, I'm leaning towards a skip character. He is a general pool unit, and obviously we have Impact Fest characters to pull for. So let's take a look at those Impact Fest characters. So starting with 100 million Bakugo. Okay, my boy. Actually, let's take a look at the art really quickly. So there's the art for the 100 million. I like the Awakened art better than the Unawakened art this time around. It's nice to see Bakugo smiling though for once. So his plus ultra move is 100 million impact, deals 600% damage to a single opponent, blocks the recovery of a single opponent with max HP down for 3 turns. This effect cannot be nullified or cancelled. Increases character skill impact by 50% for 3 turns when character's HP is 100%. Increases this skill's skill impact by 50% when character has Composure. This skill gains Bullseye and Piercing Shot if the opponent is affected by max HP down. So I assume you're relying on all his other skills to, get that max HP down on the opponent, so that way you're able to actually make use of his plus ultra. So skill 1 and skill 5 is a 5 turn cooldown. Okay, interesting. Skill 1 is a 4 turn cooldown. Upward Blast deals 350% damage to a single opponent, so not an AoE. If the opponent is affected by max HP down, this skill gains Bullseye and Piercing Shot. Cancels all the opponent's temporary damage down effects when character has Bullseye. Increases this skill's skill impact by 20% when character has Bullseye. Increases this skill's skill impact by 20% when character has Composure. So he can have a lot of extra damage on this particular skill. Probably a multi-hit attack too, being that it's called Upper Blast, I would imagine. His action skill 2, Armor Piercing Shot, is going to be a single target attack if it's anything like the other Bakugos. Deals 400% damage to a single opponent. If the opponent is affected by max HP down, this skill gains Bullseye and Piercing Shot. Increases this skill impact by 30% when character has Bullseye and 20% when they have Composure. So a lot of damage. Once again, he's going to be a very high damage single target attack character, which can be good. It can also not be super crazy. We'll just have to see. 4 and 5 turn cooldowns, though, is not the craziest so far for an Impact Fest character, so I'm expecting the auto skills to go a little bit crazy here. Auto skill 1, Enhanced Sweat Glands, gives character the ability to hide for 2 turns up to 1 time. I assume that's just at the start of battle. Gives character Composure when HP is 60% or higher, so he hides at the beginning of battle. He'll also have Composure right from the start of battle, so that means he will be getting that extra skill impact on his abilities right away. After 1 turn passes while character has Composure, increases character's power by 20% for 2 turns and speed by 10% for 3 turns. Okay, I wish that was from turn 1 you got that speed boost, but that's still okay. Power increase along with the skill impact up on the action skills. He's just going to hit really hard. After 2 turns pass while character has Composure, increases character's plus ultra effect by 20% for 2 turns. If that was permanent, it would be better. And then after 3 turns pass while character has Composure, restores character's HP by 30%. He restores his own HP. Okay, Okay. I mean, I don't really understand what the point of restoring HP is, though. I mean, I guess 30%. You have to be above 60% HP, though, to get this 30% HP back. So it's kind of a tough situation. That's kind of weird. It's kind of weird the way that one works out. Auto skill 2, Stoic Stance, increases character's plus ultra effect by 10% when HP is 80% or higher. Gives character the ability to land a bullseye when HP is 70% or higher. Okay, so you have to be above 70% HP to land a bullseye. Increases character skill impact by 15% for 3 turns after 1 turn passes while character has bullseye. Gives character the ability to hide for 2 turns after 3 turns pass while character has bullseye. So do have to point out that there is no action skill cooldown time for him. So 4 and 5 turn cooldowns, not the greatest. He is going to be able to hit really hard. He is going to be able to hide. And he's going to have bullseye and, composure as well. And he also gets piercing shot on his plus ultra, but all single target attacks. There's lots of goods and lots of bads that I see here, in my opinion. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about him right now. I am personally not. I wanted him to be better. I'm not feeling him as much as like I felt All Might. When I saw 100 million All Might come out, I was like, oh yes, this character is going to be so good. Looking at Bakugo, I don't feel that way. I think he's going to be good. I don't think he's going to be like game changing like All Might was. All Might was literally game changing for the Pro Heroes team. Very good character. Run him with Hawks. It was like you could never run a Pro Heroes team before that. Now you can actually run a Pro Heroes team in PvP and have it be viable. So I don't feel like Bakugo is super crazy. I feel like he's good, but I don't feel like he's broken. Now for Deku. Let's take a look at him, see how good he is. Okay, the arts for Deku. I imagine they didn't do Deku as dirty as they did Bakugo, right? The Deku is going to be the favorite. So let's see. His plus ultra skill, 100 million shoot, deals 500% damage to a single opponent, reduces his own cooldown time by 1 when character has parry. 5 turn and 6 turn cooldowns, okay. He has the new parry ability as well. Increases this skill's skill impact by 50% when character has parry. Increases this skill's critical hit rate by 25% when character is making a last stand. Okay, so he's going to be able to hit pretty hard. And by the way, if you don't know what parry does, it's going to deal damage back to the enemy based on having Sharp Eye at the same time. However that works, it deals an amount of the damage back in conjunction with Sharp Eye. We'll have to see how it works. It's the first time actually having a character in the game that has parry, but yeah, interesting. His action skill 1 is called Delaware Smash, deals 400% damage to a single opponent, increases power of all allies by 30% for 3 turns when character is making a last stand, so good little buff for allies, and he also does damage. Increases this skill impact by 30% when character has parry as well. Then he has Danger Sense. Finally, Deku with Danger Sense on skill 2. Gives all allies the ability to parry. Okay, 300% of the value given by Sharp Eye. Does that mean like if Sharp Eye is, you have a 30% of Sharp Eye, that gives you 300% of that? Is that how that works? I'm so confused. For 3 turns and cancels 2 of their temporary status ailments. Increases max HP of all allies with Sharp Eye by 30% for 3 turns and restores their damage taken by 30% for 3 turns. This might be broken. This could potentially be very broken. It could be a flop or it could be really broken. We just don't know because we haven't had parry in there, but it sounds good. It looks good on paper, I'm not gonna lie. Canceling temporary status ailments, increasing max HP, restoring damage taken, giving all allies the ability to basically counter and do some damage each time they're attacked. It seems good. It seems like it could be very good. So I right now I'm gonna say Deku is better than Bakugo, just looking at the action skills. And he has action skill cooldown time too as well for himself. So yes, he does have a 6 turn cooldown, but it's really a 4 and a 5 turn cooldown. It's about the same in terms of cooldowns really between the two. Auto skill 1, solving the problem, gives all allies the ability to parry just off the rip. Love that. 250% of the value given by Sharp Eye from 1 turn up to 1 time. Gives character the ability to use Sharp Eye, which is a 30% chance of evading. After a character deals 1 attack to an opponent while in parry, increases character speed by 2% up to 15 times, so that could be a 30% speed increase. Every 3 turns, restores 3 of the character's temporary status elements up to 3 times. Yeah, Deku's going to be broken. Auto skill 2, parallel thought process. After 2 turns pass while character has parry, increases character skill impact by 10% up to 3 times, and critical hit rate by 5% up to 4 times, that is permanently. After 3 turns pass while character has parry, gives character the ability to make a last stand 3 times up to 3 times, and then after 3 turns pass while character has parry, increases plus ultra gauge of all allies by 10% up to 2 times. So, Deku, a lot of support for the team, a lot of support for himself, a lot of good damage support in general, damage on his own as well with the skills. He's looking good. He's looking really good. I'm not going to lie. He's going to be a solid character. He's going to be a really good choice. Oh, man. Okay, I wanted Bakugo to be good. I wanted him to be the good one. But honestly, out of the two, I favor Deku. Deku's going to be the better choice. Out of the three, really, if we include Monoma, Deku is the one to be going for, in my opinion. But you guys will have to let me know in the comments which of the three you're more excited for and which one you're going to go for. Let's end this video off by taking a look at all of their Plus Ultras. We're going to start by taking a look at Monoma. Shout out to Hydros Impact. If you guys have not checked out his channel yet, go check it out. Also, he's the one who runs the database, so shout out to him. Thank you for everything that you do for the MHUI community and for the databases that you run, not just My Hero, but the other games as well. Let's take a look at Monoma here. Okay, so he is a general pool unit, right? He already has a custom background, so that's good. He didn't have to have a custom background. Usually general pool units, they don't do that nicely. The animation is a little bit short, not the craziest animation, but honestly, better than the other Monoma we have, so I'm happy. I kind of like the way that guy's just like creeping around. He's like, what? And then he just gets smashed by rocks. Like, that was intentional, right? Wait till we see like Uraraka or like Shigaraki. Oh, he's not creeping around. He's taking a fighting stance. Okay, it would have been way funnier if it was like Shigaraki trying to like creep around and just getting crushed by Monoma. Would have been fantastic. But okay, yeah, I love the ending right there, though. The ending is great for Monoma. So pretty simple. It is a general pool unit, but let's take a look at the other characters. All right, starting with Bakugo here, flying in. Okay, so that's the intro animation. Here's the actual Plus Ultra animation. They didn't even give him a custom background. Crazy. They gave Monoma a custom background for the Plus Ultra animation, but not Bakugo. I liked the animation. The animation was good, but I just... Why did we not keep the city background? I guess it might have looked better with the 100 million at the end. Like in the darker background. Maybe that's why they did it the way they did it. Honestly, it's not bad. I like it. Yeah, I like the 100 million at the end. That's sick. Okay, Bakugo is pretty nice. I feel like Deku's gonna be like, I feel like Bakugo still kind of got shafted. Deku's gonna have the better kit, the better Plus Ultra animation. I'm calling it now. We'll see though. Okay, here we go. Let's see what Deku has in store for us. All right, so yep, just finger up in the air. Oh my, it's already better, man. Like, yes, he doesn't have a custom background, but his 100 million was so much better than Bakugo's. Oh man, it was so much better. I'm not gonna lie. I just want Bakugo to be nice on one of these. I want him to be like the main focus, but I get it. I get it. It's the 100 million celebration, right? Deku has to be good. Has to look amazing. I like the stomping of the feet. That was good. I like that they're actually playing into all his abilities. They did a really good job with him. I'm not upset. Don't get me wrong. I love a new Deku in the game, a Deku that actually looks very, very good, but like, I just wanted a Bakugo that was good as well. So, I mean, let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comments. Which one of these three are you going to pull for? Which one are you more excited about? And if you enjoyed the video, please, please, please consider going down there, hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, and thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.